Howdy folks, it's your lovable GM, Jonathan. You're listening to Demon Dayz, an actual play podcast with a focus on fiends and the friends who play them. We're back from holiday hiatus, which means I survived the literal storm court, see North Dakota. We are so excited to share our latest episode, but first I wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor ArcKnight, whose props, maps, and minis make our game a delight. That's ARCKNIGHT. Also want to give a shout out to Gord McAlpin, who did the artwork for our show, as well as KiloWhat, who created some absolutely amazing portraits of our horny heroes. You can find her work over on Twitter at KiloWhat_art, and on Instagram at thebibliotaph.blog. Finally, I want to give a shout out to Michaela Garrison, who edited this week's episode. You can find her over on Insta at Michaela J. Garrison, and her dog Arrow over there as well at Arrow Perro. And now, on with the show.
Friends, fiends! It feels like forever since we last spoke. So while you pour me some of your best ale, let me catch you up. Our favorite fiends frolicked around a fucking freaky-ass tower, uncovering some dark family secrets, and getting themselves into some serious shit. 9 devil riders, a flying galleon, more of those icky, sticky demon things. Ugh. Let's waste no more time and dive right back into these Demon Dayz.
A violent storm rages in the sky, clouds roiling and churning in agony. A galleon fights its way through the tumult, less one gemstone. All hands are on deck as the crew keeps the vessel from losing control. Toward the bow stands a large humanoid figure who looks more like a hippo than a man. He's adorned in formal captain's wear that's reminiscent of the 1600s Royal Navy officer. A monocle fights to stay on his right eye. Next to him stands an olive-skinned man with a long curly black hair that has started to gray at the temples. "We are almost upon them," the man says. "It's been a long hunt." "So it has, Drago," the hippo-looking humanoid says in a raspy-ish voice. He turns back to the blue dragonborn manning the helm and nods. The dragonborn returns the nod and huffs, exhaling a small burst of electrical energy. He grips the helm, pulls a nearby lever, and starts to descend the ship. It lurches. Drago moves over to the railing at the port side of the ship and secures a rope around his waist, before kicking up a silver javelin into his grip. A few other sailors do the same, albeit with less flourish. An older human woman, thin and muscular, runs past Drago and starts making adjustments to a strange-looking cannon that appears to be adjustable in any direction. She places a hand over an embedded gemstone and whispers something, wincing as she does so. The cannon starts to glow, and she grabs the handles on each side and gets into position. Drago laughs. "Ha, think you'll hit them this time?" She flips him off, but he doesn't notice because he's already overboard, bracing against the hull with the javelin raised like a spear. The other sailors join him. The vessel breaks the cloud cover to reveal quite the scene. At the top of the tower are 4 tiefling being boxed in by 9 riders, accentuated with the fires of the hells. Drago raises his javelin in high and shouts, as do the others hanging at the hull of the vessel. At the forecastle and quarterdeck, sailors aim their ballista. At the same time, a tear forms in the air near the 4 tiefling, creating an ugly smile, from which 4 mangled torso-like creatures belch out onto the tower. Drago's shout dies as he recognizes one of the tiefling atop the tower. Folks, let's roll initiative.
These demons weren't here last time.
No, they were.
The portal opened right as
So they were, because 9 riders showed up, airship rolled up, and then tear. And then we ended. Yeah.
Right. These demons weren't here last time.
What do you mean last time?
Last time I looked.
Yusuf, what's your initiative?
13.
Right, and then Feder.
7.
Lisa.
11.
Taslin.
8.
For fuck's sake,
I mean, it's better for me to be lower in the initiative, but God
I mean,
damn.
I'm in the elevator shaft, so...
This is why I should have done that initial, like, my dice haven't been used. Let's roll out the shit. And I did not roll out the shit.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, my second roll after that, I was like, initiative, 6. Crap. let's do a roll out the shit roll. 20.
Yikes.
Yeah.
To begin this encounter, Feder, Tazlin, Lesa, Yusuf, and Skoil, you're around the altar at various different points. You've just freed the charred remains of Yarvil's daughters from the contraption that drew their blood. In the air surrounding the tower, in the perimeter are the 9 riders, weapons raised, flames lighting up the dark and stormy sky. And for this, we don't have horses or nightmare steeds for the pieces, so for now, assume each one of them is on one, and we will adjust accordingly. The Maw demons were shot out from the portal that had opened up, and they're shot across basically from east to west on the top of the tower.
Did they just get like puked out of the portal?
They got like shotgun puked out. Like,
Okay.
Click, click, boom!
you see this tiefling hanging off the side of the ship, port side. Tall, average build, pastel pink skin, with long royal blue hair and a loose plate. Her horns extend outward from her temples, but are both broken, giving no indication to any trajectory. Goggles rest around her neck, and at each side is holstered an ornate dagger, and at her back is strapped a long sword. Her tail is completely tattooed, and the tip boasts a few tail rings. For her first move, she's going to take her javelin and make the first attack on the first of the 9 riders up there toward
Just
the north.
So I can help keep track of the ship, what was her initiative number?
Her initiative number was 23, so she's at the top.
And she's separate from all the other guys on the ship. Yeah.
Okay, so she's going after this fella here, north and slightly to the west.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna call him Dasher.
Call her Dasher.
Yup, just a dash. There we go.
Because I was like Dasher and Dancer and Donner, and I was like, let's just do Dash.
Don't spoil my joke.
So, the tiefling that you see, she gears up with the javelin, the silver javelin, to attack, throws it, and rolls a 21, which hits Dasher. Despite the flames, there is a kind of a bluish tint, as you guys can see him closer, that looks at odds. There's a bit of frost around the edges that isn't melting with the fire. The javelin flies through and pierces through his chest, but glances off to the side a bit. So it's not quite in the middle, and only hits him for 6 damage. Not a whole lot, but it did pierce through, it did hurt, it screeches in a kind of ghastly, otherworldly way.
Much better sound effects than I do.
Perfect. Which then leads us to Skoil.
My girl.
She's going to turn westward toward the more horned red of the riders.
Southwest.
Yeah,
He'll be Dancer.
Okay.
she's Dancer.
She. Perfect. Hold me closer, demon dancer.
Got a little musical note for Dancer. We literally have a dash for Dasher and a musical note for Dancer.
I love it. And which number, the 9, is that?
That's 1.
Yeah, 1. It's red 1.
And you see her, Skoil's eyes flash a little, whether it's the reflection of the fire or not, but she concentrates. She applies what's called a hunter sense. You sense she starts to peer into the creature ahead of her to see what it's all about. And the minute her eyes go back to normal, she shouts out, "Silver!" or "Magic!" And that's all she can shout out in her turn. And she is going to move southwest toward the four corners of the tower, or spires. Think of Saruman's tower. Yeah, she's gonna go in there just to where she's got enough like partial cover. Yeah, there. That's good.
And there's no roof on the tower.
No, there's no roof.
And-
It's all open.
And it's smooth, like the edge of the tower is smooth. Like there's no battlements or walls.
There's no
It
railing.
just goes right to the edge,
It's
Infinity Pool
literally
style.
like Sauron's.
Okay. Ooh, fantastic.
Okay, so Dancer moves right up to the very first maw creature and gets onto the actual tower, so 1 over. And with her lance, or her weapon that she pulls out, which the picture doesn't show up, but it is a lance. What is the number on that maw?
2. Oh,
2?
no. 1.
1?
Black 1.
So with the first attack on the maw demon, the lance pierces into it and it bursts.
Burst dead? Gone?
Gone. Completely gone.
I'm suspicious that they are helping us.
The rider locks eyes with you, Taslin,
Awesome.
and starts screaming a shrill string that you don't understand. And you need to do a saving throw, a charisma saving throw.
Joke's on you, bitches.
It's a very echoey, otherworldly, shrill string of
Dice.
screaming.
Why are you failing me? That's a 16.
You are frightened of her.
That's okay. I was already frightened of him. I didn't need to make a will save or a charisma saving throw to do that.
Oh, you have those new spell effects from ArcKnight. ARCKNIGHT.
Ba-na-na-bum.
little bag.
God, what amazing sponsors ArcKnight is, you guys.
Helping us kill us right now. Thanks, ArcKnight.
Yeah, there's fear, but there's no frightened.
Okay.
Do you have your cards? Your status cards?
Yeah, but they're not 5th edition.
Oh, crap. That's okay. I'll remember. It's not hard to be like, shit, I'm frightened.
And that's what you can't move any closer to them.
Right, you can't willingly move closer,
and I have like negatives if I try and attack them, right?
yeah, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight,
Fucking dicks.
and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. Can you move it
Fuck.
toward the altar on the tower, so maybe 15 feet?
Fuckity fuck.
She's still on her horse, right?
Yeah. And then that ends her turn. We're going on to the next one. Just as a quick visual note, Feder, you recognize the posturing and armoring of this next one. This rider creature steps up. It's number 2.
Red 2?
Yeah.
Okay. What's
So-
their initiative number?
Prancer.
Their initiative number is 19.
Okay, so the ship would go before that.
Oh, the ship will go before.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the ship is 20.
So I just to resolve this, I recognize them as whom? Do you want me to roll for it, or?
You don't have to, just given your history and observation.
Right.
It's wearing armoring and undercloth of dis. There's a strict, like a very dis style to it.
Fuck.
Okay. So 1 rider per hell. Cool. I love
Yeah, that would make sense.
it. Yeah. But I recognize the armoring, but I don't recognize the person.
No,
I
no.
just recognize.
And you
Cool.
recognize, and you see, compared just in a quick glance, comparatively, that one's armor is a little bit fancier, nicer, a little bit more put together,
Sure.
a little bit more organized than
Okay.
the previous one is all barbaric and warlike. There's a lot of skulls and armoring and
Yeah. So I'll say loud enough, just free action for like the 3 of us. I'll be like, it looks like it's 1 rider per hell. That's weird.
cool. And then for the ship gets 3 attacks because of its crew size. There's a few things that affect that. But first will be the front end quarterdeck. Ballista is going to do an attack on the one from Dis, the number 2.
Here.
Yeah.
Prancer.
In like the northwest corner of the tower? Or like just off the northwest corner of the tower?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Prancer. So, Ballista on the northwest corner of the ship, about 50 feet away from Prancer, is attacking Prancer in the northwest corner of the tower.
With a candlestick.
It's more like
No, with a ballista, John!
Oh, sorry. I was briefly transported to Clue. It rolls a
Side of my face.
It rolls a 24 against it, which does hit. Let's see what the damage ends up being. The ballista shoots its arrow. The person manning it shifts with the recoil. The bolt pierces through the shoulder, giving it damage, but not as much. The armor does block some of it. It doesn't quite seem to do as much damage as you think it might normally. It takes about 10. Over toward the middle of the ship, the middle deck, you see the mage on this strange-looking cannon. She takes aim toward, in between Drago hanging off the very center on port side of the ship, in between him and the other pirate to number 7 there.
That's right. Yeah, rider number 7. Is that Blitzen?
Vixen.
Vixen.
And she's going to fire that cannon. Ooh. Nope. The Blitzen Vixen, sorry. He...
There's an order to this, John.
Sorry, guys. The Teslin, you notice something very familiar with this. What this cannon shoots out, a green blast fires. It's a huge blast too. Fires into the creature. You recognize it as a strange version of your Eldritch blast. Hits it for 19, and it shrieks as the blast tears into it and starts burning against its armor. This thing really needs keyboard shortcuts. I swear to God. That ends their turn. The next one doesn't do anything. You notice that a few of them are decidedly just standing there, or floating there, as it were. But we come to number 4, Taslin, who you saw in the vision look at you, and its eyes are fixated on you.
Number 4. Comment. Dancer has what looks more like or Prancer has what looks more like a pony on it, or a unicorn than a pony. But Comet actually has a comet.
You, Taslin, you feel a curious sensation, and as the rider advances, he gets right up to you. You feel a curious sensation, one that you haven't felt before, a crawling across your immediate thoughts up on the forefront, like fingers leafing through pages of a book. You feel your gooseflesh rise and your ears tingle. It starts to say, as its turn, Yennefer, Cheshire, Little Hatter, in loop. And that is his turn.
Awesome. Little Hatter. What?
And the rest of them don't actually do anything. You see the rest of them stand still and stare directly at Taslin, bringing us to Yusuf.
There's a lot going on here. So we got a demon that's... Is this in the hole, or is it about to jump down the hole?
It's balancing on the
On the edge?
Yeah, on the edge.
So this is one of the maw demons, it looks like?
Yeah, the maw demon over where the elevator shaft would be is basically sitting on the fence, as it were.
What's this guy? Number 2, the pudding.
They're all maw demons.
Oh, they're all maw demons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we actually take a second and kind of, because I feel a little like shell-shocked?
For sure.
Coming straight from like having the break and then going right into combat. So I need to kind of wrap my brain around stuff and like
Absolutely.
having all the NPCs like go before and being more like focused on the numbers versus like what they're doing kind of made it even more confusing to me. So when riders come in, airship comes in, tear happens, demons get like puke cannoned across outwards from the tear. Like the steeds come in and surround the tower while the ship is getting closer, and then broken horn tiefling gal attacks Dasher and is totally, she had like a cold lance or something, but it didn't really damage him, but it seemed to hurt him. And then Squale is like stare down, silver magic. The riders actually like kill a maw demon, which I was like, and then they seem to all be sorta. 2 of them seem to be coming for me.
Yeah, so far one has frightened you and started advancing, trying to shift you into one direction, and the only one who has advanced on you is the one you saw in your vision.
Yeah, and then the ship is kind of just attacking them.
Right.
But not the maw demons. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, you got it right. And then just to cap off, the rider advanced to you and started doing something.
Yeah, brain speaky.
Yeah.
Brain speaky stuff, saying names that I know except for Little Hatter. I don't know who the fuck Little Hatter is.
Okay, so the closest threat is probably this maw demon here, so he's going to move south 10 and take 2 attacks on the maw demon.
What was the number on the...
It's number 4. All right. Really? Probably not. 10?
No.
Okay, then the other one definitely misses. Okay, I'm done.
Off to a great start, guys.
And I rolled a 2 and a 5.
All right, then that's Lisa next.
Okay, what have I seen? Because I'm 5 feet lower than everyone else. I am in the elevator shaft.
Okay, so...
I'll probably also yell, Lisa, look out, as I was
Probably with
moving
at least one dead body, yeah?
Yeah. So since you're 5 foot down, you've probably heard a lot of things, not necessarily seen a lot of
Probably
things.
just seen like the edge.
I would also assume she's seen like the top head of the rider that comes towards me because
Yeah.
he's taller than I am and I'm not that far from the edge.
He's also on a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can I see this maw demon that Yusuf just attacked?
Yeah, you can see the Maw Demon.
Okay. I'm just for right now because that is the immediate threat. I am going to move, we'll say like 7.5 feet, 10 feet, whatever, to this maw demon. I'm going to do a high strike with my regular quarterstaff, and that was a 19.
Yay! A
plus
good roll instead of our
5, so
shitty one.
24.
Oh, yeah, 24 hits.
All right, sick. So that is 6 points of damage. I'm going to do that again. Same staff.
Okay, perfect.
17.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Whack, whack.
Another 8 points of damage.
Amazing. And it shrieks with each hit, and you're roughly it's almost to that bloodied stage. It's looking pretty
Okay,
rough.
I'm going to spend another key point and do Flurry of Blows. So 2 hits with my... This is an unarmed strike, so I'm going to
Got
be
it.
How's that again?
How's that?
reaching above my head. You know, maybe I'm just like headbutting it with my horns, you know? 'Cause
That's-
still an unarmed
yes,
strike.
yes.
There we go. Oh! So
She
that's
get a nat 20?
A 24 and then a 19.
Yeah.
Sick titties. All right.
We all squealing whenever we nat 20 from now on.
Yeah.
I
that'll-
didn't even nat 20.
No, if we nat 20, it needs to be like an orgasm noise.
You just rolled that 20 like,
Season 2, everybody. Glad to be back.
7 points and then 5 points. So that's a total of 13 points of damage.
She's not happy with that total. She's like, could have done more.
you know, it's fine because it was enough. You hit, with each hit, it becomes less and less of itself and just basically dissolves into a puddle. With a...
Okay. Since I see we're under attack and I have some movement left, a lot of movement left, I'm gonna
Acrobat your shit up there.
like she's pretty agile. She's gonna be like, move, Yusuf. She's gonna jump up right
Yeah,
next
so
to
I was
Yusuf.
like, get some flips
on
over there.
she's on the north side of the tower, just north of the elevator shaft. How much is that? Like half movement to get out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So she's got 10 more feet of movement. Yeah, and she's gonna move toward this little motherfucking maw demon here, just a little bit.
Northwest.
Yeah, northwest.
Actually,
Is this
directly
is
west.
this like a raised?
Only slightly. So
Okay,
it's
yeah.
about maybe half a foot raised, like
Okay.
more of a platform.
Then that's nothing for her.
Yeah, that's those little raised platforms are
So
where you pull.
She's
the-
now just got like a 5-foot chunk of space between her and this maw demon
Yeah.
on the northwest corner of the elevator shaft in the tower. And that is Lisa's turn.
Cool, and that brings us to the Maw Demon. Can you guys see the one that's number 1?
I think number 1 got killed.
Oh,
Yeah, she lanced number 1.
Yeah, Dancer lanced number 1.
Oh boy.
So now there's 3 and 4 left.
For the Maw Demons?
Actually, no,
3
sorry,
and 2.
3 and 3. 3 and 2, yeah.
3 and 2, perfect. So then it's my bad, clerical error. Then number 2 is the one next to Lisa.
No, that one's 3.
Okay. So then 2 is going to head toward.
It was on the east side of the tower, close to me.
Yeah, he's going to head toward Feder. Right up to Feder.
2 is the blue guy, blue gunky.
Gunky. And it's
Yeah,
going to
gunky.
Still a Maw Demon.
Puddin'.
9 to hit.
No, he looks like blubber, only blue.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit me.
Okay. Yep. That was it.
I have clothes on, John. I have clothes on
Dodging.
this time.
Whoosh.
The remaining Maw Demon is going to head up to Lisa, kind of get onto that little mini platform. And
That's a bad move for him.
these things aren't very smart, and also not very accurate, so it misses you completely. It rolled like a 6,
Oh, nah.
and does like a gurgling as it does so.
I just see them as like the sludge monsters from Ferngully.
Yes.
Next, it's Drago's turn. Let's see what he's going to do. The guy on the port side middle of the ship who's been hanging on there, he's going to, since he's still attached, he's going to take his javelin as well. Yeah, no, he's going to aim it at the same one that the tiefling did. Non-natural 20, so good deal. And he's going to send the spear at the thing. Well, how far is he? No, he can't. He can't just stab him. So he's going to toss it, not quite point blank range, but enough, and pierce it into its abdomen.
At which one?
No, sorry, the Frosty. No, what do we call him?
So Dasher?
Dasher.
And
yes.
Vixen.
Dasher and Vixen.
So he's hitting Dasher.
He's hitting Dasher, yeah.
Okay.
Hits him for 10. And Dasher shrieks. As a remainder of the movement for Drago, he's going to brace himself and kick off from the side of the ship. He's got enough rope to work with and get onto the edge of the tower.
Fetter, your dad's so agile.
I'm ignoring this.
I think it's good that we can't actually. We have to yell to hear each other, right? Is it still super windy and stormy up there?
Yeah, it's pretty stormy, but not as bad.
Old Fetter?
And then as a final bonus action, he's going to dash as close as he can get to the rider attacking Taslin. So he's going to take a long way around the side. So towards the southeast and on a curve.
What's his movement?
30. And that will be his turn, which then leads us to Taslin. So there are a few things happening up on the ship that you don't quite notice. So I've skipped a few of the pirates manning the thing, and the others haven't done anything this round.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, so fuck this. I just kind of look at the guy in front of me and I'm like, that's nice. Peace. And I'm going to turn around and Misty step my mofo away from this son of a bitch.
Oh, hi.
Okay. And then I am also, the second I Misty step, turn around, disappear into mist, come back out on the other side of the elevator in mist, I see the other guys. I see Dasher and Vixen, and I'm just like, God damn it, my life. And I'm just gonna summon my blade, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Which leads us to the very bottom of the initiative order, Fetter.
Yeah. Ready to fuck shit up.
This is when Shenzo would be great, but Shenzo's healing. Yeah, Shenzo's healing.
You could still try.
He was at 1 hit point.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look at him and be like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing here, but you owe me some explanations. And then I'm gonna turn.
At whom?
I say that 100% to my
Pop.
shitbag father. Yeah, that's right. Kobold friend. And then I'm gonna turn, face the rider. I would love to do
The one that I just the one that I just ran away from?
yeah. And I would love to do insightful fighting. And so I'm gonna do a insight check combated by his deception check. It's a 27, John. Boom!
A check against what?
His deception.
Deception?
Just means I get to sneak attack him without him being
13.
all right. So that's my bonus action, so I only get 1 dagger. So Onyx dagger in hand, I'm taking a running leap at that motherfucker.
Okay.
And we're just Drax style at the rider.
Sure.
Fuck your Maw Demon, take your attack of opportunity, but...
It does not.
Yeah.
You sense that these are not quite the cream of the crop.
Are you landing... You want to be here or here?
No, I'm jumping onto the horse.
Got it, okay.
I'm getting on, so if you want me to...
Yeah?
They are sharing the
acrobatics...
space up close and personal.
If you want some acrobatics, I can do that. We'll see how bad I fuck that up. Oh yeah, it's a 9, because of course. Of course, I can never do anything cool.
Never the acrobatics.
You jump onto it and grab onto the reins and just kind of
Yeah, and on the way down, I fucking sneak attack the motherfucker.
Still do some Legolas shit. I mean, he cut
A
the
hamstring
saddle.
shot is still a hamstring
You're still
shot.
holding on, to be fair.
An arterial, a femoral artery is still a femoral artery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so,
pulling the saddle down will also pull him down.
Yeah,
So
fuck Comet.
So how about a 24, John? How's that feel?
That hits.
Yeah, okay.
You find the right spots and just get right in there.
I want to get right up under the armor.
Yep.
at least you're doing better than Rogue in one of my other campaigns where he'd roll a 20 and do something really awesome and then immediately after roll a 1.
All right, so it's a total of 13 points of damage. And that's my turn.
Okay. It's just the one blade or both,
Because I use my bonus action that I would normally use for the second attack to get the insightful fighting on him.
Gotcha.
And that's locked in now. So next round I can do 2 attacks,
Okay.
but this one I burn that one, and I just try to hobble up and just get the dagger up under his armor and just stab him right in the ribs.
Gotcha. And the insightful gives you advantage?
No, the insightful.
Just as a clarification for me.
I can use my sneak attack without the advantage on the attack roll, but
Okay.
not if I have disadvantage. So if fear or something like that would negate it, but
Gotcha.
for the moment, I can just freely fuck this guy up.
Okay, yeah. As the blade goes in, you feel it go in, and it goes true, but it doesn't seem to hurt as much. He grunts and takes the damage, but the blade doesn't seem to doesn't seem to do as much as you initially thought.
Right. The black onyx dagger formed in dis.
Is it magical or marked as magical?
I mean, I started the campaign with it, so you tell me. It's a custom item
It's a custom item, but it doesn't.
from my mom.
What does it say on your character sheet?
Well, of course it doesn't say it on the character sheet because it's a custom item. Like,
So I didn't specify on that. So I just gave myself a roll as just to see which way I should go with it.
yeah.
And yeah, it does the full damage. Back it up.
Yes.
I was
Yes.
gonna say.
Thank you,
percentile.
Mama. Thank you, Mama Feder. Way better than Papa Feder.
So just to
Yeah.
rewind it, as the blade goes in, you see some smoke from the skin or the opening of the blade as it goes in. The skin just starts to pour out some blood, and it shrieks at you, and it is loud, and it is assaultive to your senses. And brings us to Tiefling, who is going to do the same thing that Drago did, and essentially jump to in front of Dasher. Yeah, use her movement for all of that. She's going to turn to face Dasher.
Why am I gonna do this to us? There's a part of me that was like, shouldn't they get an attack of opportunity? But I was like, nah, I'm not gonna. But I said it.
Yeah. When you said you weren't going to.
Yep.
Way to go.
People were asking.
Oh, Dasher and Vixen against Drago?
Yeah, and then her, like,
she's not going-
Dasher against her.
Because she's not going outside of his melee range. She's getting to him.
Yeah, she's not leaving a threatened square. She's
Right. She wants to get in on it. She takes the 2 weapons at her side, the daggers, and plunges them into open areas, basically gauging where the opening and the plates would be, and gets true, and that is her turn. It shrieks as each blade goes in, and she cackles in delight at the violence. Scoyle's going to do her 2 at the main red demon there.
Or 2 bow attacks.
Yep. First one hits. Second one misses.
Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
dear God.
I like it.
So since they're just plain arrows, one manages to hit against the armor and go through, but doesn't do very much damage. And you hear a loud "fuck" from Scoyle.
My sentiments exactly.
And then that brings us to the number 1 that she shot with the arrow.
Dancer.
Dancer is going to curve around
With guilty feet.
on a northern trajectory, northwest or northeast, towards Taslin, and start moving towards her, the 30 feet that she can go. And
Doesn't
that's
matter,
gonna
I'm
be
running
her-
away from you anyway.
that's going to be her move. The rest of them are going to advance 10 feet in and get onto the actual tower.
What about this guy?
Oh.
They're going to actually get.
Like going through or
Or
around?
no, he's there.
Just so you know, after Dancer, the ship went before they did.
Okay, did it again. God damn it.
Just so you know, Dancer, ship.
Dancer, ship.
Dancing
ship.
Young and hip.
Oh boy.
Gonna blow up shit.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, that's copyrighted.
Hashtag Eldritch Blast Cannon.
Ballistas. Eldritch Blast.
No, it's a parody. We're fine.
Gonna kick
Transformative,
your
right?
ass. Ooh, see that shit?
Watch that bitch.
All right.
Saving these tieflings. La, 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 la.
Well done. Well done.
So
It was great. Drew.
Greatly
Done.
Missed that snort.
Ship, blowing shit up.
Yep, for the quarter
Everything
deck.
except us dies, right?
Yeah.
Good.
The quarter deck ballista is going for the Dis one. Yep. Number 2,
Dose.
Prancer.
Prancer. And
face. In the face.
it hits.
Suck it, Prancer.
Shabam.
Prancer is the one dressed in the garments of Dis. Is that correct?
Yes.
Sorry, Feder.
Fuck 'em.
Friend of yours.
Yes.
Quite. Just as a correction, it aims at the actual horse that the rider is on and pierces the hind leg, the rump through of the horse, and it shrieks and
It falls. It falls to the ground
let's see what we got.
from the 1.5 miles that we're up in the air.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
More
okay.
than a mile.
It rears up and I did a save.
And it failed and it falls and it dies.
Natural 1.
I don't think it's going to die, but it'll probably fall.
Peace, Dis.
Yeah, so knock this over. It falls down into the nothingness with a shriek.
He pwned the pwn.
That was actually going to be my next question. Does it look like they're like walking on the air, or does it look like the horse is flying in itself? Like if it were to be.
The horse is walking like there's the hooves are encased in fire and like they're walking
Yeah.
in the air.
Okay.
Kind of a strange effect. The other ballista is going for.
Like if they could leave fiery footprints, they
The
would.
ballista at the stern of the ship?
yeah,
Or the one
the
at,
ballista
okay.
at the stern of the ship.
Okay. Not the Eldritch ballista.
I don't think he's dead. I would like to
right.
think my backstory is harder to kill.
You'd probably be correct.
Well, if they're from the hells, that just means
No
if
one's
they
backstories
die,
are ending here.
They go back to the hells, which is kind of worse until we
So-
go to the hells and kill them on the plane that they're from.
Well,
Theoretically.
So at the bow of the ship, the ballista goes for the guy off to the far end, the very kind of phantom-looking one.
this one?
Yeah, who's just been chilling there watching the whole thing. Cupid.
He's in the furthest northeast corner, and he's being attacked by the ballista on the stern of the ship.
I totally would have thought that was Rudolph.
Yeah. And
Dude, we got to keep the order.
the bolt goes through its thigh and attaches to the horse, and it doesn't make a sound at all, or doesn't even seem to react. It does hurt, not as much as you might think, but it makes no noise or reaction or jerking motion. It just calmly looks down at it and looks back towards the fight. Very weird, very kind of out of the ordinary in a very out of the ordinary situation.
Don't give a fuck. Got it.
Yep. And then now, since the ship has had its turn, the mage at the cannon was trying to get it to go, but nothing like charged up. So everyone else, all the other riders, minus Dasher, move to the actual tower.
So that would be the yet unnamed Donner, Blitzen, and Rudolph have all moved onto the tower.
And after that, we've got Yusuf.
Okay. Yusuf is going to turn around and move up to. Is that Dasher?
That's Dancer.
Dancer, right?
He's going to move west to Dancer and.
Remember, guilty feet.
And he misses both times. Unless a 13 hits him.
Oh, no.
I didn't think so.
You were going with just your weapon. What attack were you doing?
I was swinging this brand new shiny sword that I just got.
Okay, yeah, nothing happens with
Yeah.
it. You go wide. She
He
is
dodges
onto you.
it, blocks it on the horse, goes tink tink. He's on top of the horse. You like advantage. Tink tink.
Tink tink. Is Lisa next?
All right, so Lace is going to just slide over 5 feet to the south so that she's now flanking Dancer with Yusuf, but still not out of this 5-foot range of the Maw Demon for an attack of opportunity. And then she is going to take her normal quarterstaff with advantage because she's flanking. Take her first attack on Dancer. And that is 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Sick. That's a 5. She's gonna hit it again.
All right.
Actually, yeah, no, I mean, she's gonna...
You're just hitting with your staff, the basic staff.
The regular one. So this time for her second attack, because she remembered that Scoil totally said magic, she's going to hit it with her gnarled obsidian staff, which is totally magic.
Yep,
That's a non-natural 20.
that hits.
Dirty 20.
That's a 7 points of damage, and I suppose I have to roll a percentile dice.
For what?
Because
Life
I used the
sucking?
gnarled
Oh, yeah,
obsidian
yeah.
staff. 65.
No, you're fine.
All right, sick. And then she is going to spend a key point.
And with that staff attack, as you clubbed her with it, you got her straight on the face, and she was surprised at how much it hurt. You see the eyes widen a little bit. She wasn't expecting it to quite hurt as much.
And then she's going to take a flurry of blows 2 hits. 19 for the first one,
Uh-huh.
and 27 for the second hit.
Oh, yeah, both hits.
All right, cool.
Doing some good rolls today.
Yeah. So that's
Someone's got to.
8 points of damage and 6 points of damage for 14 total points of damage.
14 unarmed?
Yeah. She just like headbutts her
Okay.
twice.
You notice that the headbutt, she doesn't nearly move back as much and react to it nearly as much as she did with the staff, but you still see the impact points as you've headbutted her. And you sense it doesn't do quite nearly as much as the staff did.
Good to know. All right, and that's my turn.
Let's see what maws are left and what they're possibly going to do. The one towards the east, that's just...
That was behind me, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to keep heading toward Feder. It's got, 30 feet. It's going to just flop and flip and get over to Feder. And it senses that you went that direction, so it's not working on much more than base instinct here. It's going to try and reach out and make a bite attack.
Hey, I actually did a really good sound effect there.
That was great. These things are stupid. Okay, 13?
Nope.
Yeah, that was that thing's turn. The final maw demon
Behind
is,
Lysa.
Yeah, is going to continue to attack Lysa. Let's see if it can actually do anything. 8.
No.
Yeah, it reaches out and tries to be in the fight too. It wants to play with everyone. Nothing doing. Which then leads us to Drago, who's going to take his 30 feet south. She's going to try to join Feder. And if he can't get all the way over there, he's going to use his bonus to...
That's 30. He's like right behind the maw demon if he went in a straight line.
Well, he could have gone here if he wanted to get next to Feder.
Next to Feder.
Maybe.
He's trying to get to the rider. So he's going to, as a bonus action, use a dash to get to him can he get to flanking or no?
If he's dashing.
25.
But he's going to be flanked between the two riders, though.
Yeah.
Would he put himself there?
No, back him up one. It's gonna have to sacrifice the.
Okay.
Good point.
Well, Feder and him are sharing a square.
I'm on the horse.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you're sharing
That's
square.
right. It was like that.
So technically, if you're sharing the horse, he's facing that way. Then yes, they are flanking.
I'm on the horse behind him. Like I crawled up. If he's on the saddle holding the reins, I hopped up behind him and I've been stabbing him up under.
Well, he was facing in your direction, so you would actually kind of be on the side.
Right.
Okay, so however it is to where he can get in, but not like hit Feder at all, he's going to try to get in there, and only he swings a dagger around and misses. Also brings his rapier to bear and also misses. So 2 miss. The final one does get in. So he gets in there and he's trying to get a good shot in, but doesn't make it. And that's his turn. And then Tazlin, you're next.
Can we please get out of here?
And I'll go, elevator?
Or ship?
Ship. Ship. Hey, I'm gonna run up to the tiefling lady, and is the rope that Drago, is that against the ship again, or is it?
She didn't remove her rope. He removed his.
Oh yeah, but is his like hanging kind of caught on the ledge, or is his against the ship?
It's dangling against the ship.
Damn it!
It'd be an acrobat. Like it'd be a kind of a complicated.
Literally, like she sees that, she's like, "Damn it!" Horny lady, can we ship acquire go get out? And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to Eldritch Blast the guy. Actually, no, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast both of them.
Okay.
Dasher and Vixen.
Dasher and Vixen.
Like, I don't want to be here right now. Can we, like, go? Get out? Yep. Please? So used to adding 10, and I'm like, wait, that's not... I don't add 10s on this character. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, does. That does hit.
Dasher is going to take 11 points of damage, and Vixen is going to take 7. So I just kind of, like, with my offhand... Eldritch Blast, and as it comes out of my hand, one goes straight towards Dasher, who's right in front of me, whizzing past Tiefling chick, and then the other one actually kind of like almost magic missile style veers off to hit Vixen.
Okay, yeah, both hit, and the blast tears away at the armor that they've got, and you start to see bits of them melt with it and react to the blast. So those are hitting them pretty good. And then that leads us to Feder.
So whatever I need to do to get onto the, like, finish securing myself on the back of the horse, and I'm gonna attack twice, both daggers. Essentially, I'm holding on to him with one hand and then just shanking twice with the magic dagger. All right, so
My monkey feet.
first attack is a 14.
14 misses.
Second attack is a 17.
17 misses.
Okay. And the reason I'm distracted is as I'm looking back over my shoulder and hissing angrily like, this is way too fucking convenient, Dad. You're gonna have to prove you aren't Milithar. I'm not going fucking anywhere with you. As I'm like trying to stab at this guy.
Okay.
I'm really glad I can't hear that. I just, if I heard that, I'd be like, better get off your ass. But I can't hear it, so.
So the tiefling reacts to Tezlin being like, we gotta get out of here! And she, with one hand, pulls the rope taut. So we'll use that as our bonus action to pull the rope taut with one hand. And she just kind of tilts her head toward it. And then she's going to take her, because her one hand is busy, she'll only get one sword attack. Oh, natural 20 against Dasher.
You can correct me, but I kind of see, because she's got the 2 daggers in each hand, like wrapping the rope taut around her like forearm on one and then stabbing with the other.
It's kind of like Indiana Jones in Short Round on the bridge.
Hang on, lady. We're going for a ride.
So yeah, she's able to, in an impressive display, wrap that around her arm and get one just right in the shoulder blade of Dasher, which ends up being 14 points of damage. It shrieks, and again, yeah, pretty much, perfect. And she's continually like tilting her head,
That
suggesting
natural
like
sound.
climb up the rope to the ship, which then brings us to Scoil, who is going to just run her full distance north towards the ship as far as she can. She's got 30. And while she's doing that, she's going to fire at Dancer with her 2 attacks, as good as that's going to do. No. So she hits, they both hit, but not a whole bunch against Dancer. And the arrows just hit in, but there's no reaction, which leads us to Dancer. She's going to take her, do 2 different attacks with her weapon, her lance.
At whom?
Both Lisa and Yusuf. In a swift motion, she's going to do 1, 2,
Pop, pop.
21 for both.
No, that hits.
So then, as the lance shoves into Lisa your side and Yusuf to the right of the chest and goes through, you feel a pain you've not felt ever. It's intense. And you take 11 each piercing damage plus 16 fire damage.
But you're fire resistant, so it's halved.
Yeah.
Sorry, 11 plus 16?
Yeah.
11 plus 8.
All right, so 19 total.
And then she's going to say fuck it for the opportunity attack and try to get on the other side of Tazlin. So she's going to go north and circle around.
Please do something.
Do we get advantage on the opportunity attack since we've been flanking her?
Yes, sure.
18?
18 hits, just hits.
Sick.
Sweet, I hit
That's
that
with
too.
my normal staff.
Great.
Or no, you know what? I said it. Fuck it. I thought it was 3.
Okay, so my first time using this sword, so she's gonna take 9 points of sword damage and 17 radiant damage.
Okay, so the 17 radiant is all unaltered. And then you said what for the sword attack?
9.
9. And since you're not attuned to it, technically its magical properties, like of the sword itself, don't apply. So the sword damage itself doesn't hit for as nearly as much as you thought.
Yeah, no, I'm not attuned to it, so I don't get the +3 for everything.
Right, but that was a good
Radiant
hit.
damage hits.
You start to see more like armor breaking off and more blood coming from the wound. That was your hit. She's still doing all right. Lisa, what was your damage?
3.
And you used the
Which square
magical
are you
staff?
in?
I'd use the non-magical staff.
3. Okay. Yeah. It grazes the armor a bit.
Because that's the staff in my left hand, so I was just like, I just smacked her in the butt.
And not nearly as
Ah.
effective as you thought, but she's still trucking along, and she's
Felt good though.
starting to head off Tazlin at the pass. This guy is done, but we go to the ship next. Come on, Eldritch. Yay! This is cool. The mage holding the cannon that somehow can shoot Eldritch blasts is able to use it
At whom?
at Dancer.
Ooh, shut up and dance with me.
Nice. Oh, no, actually, no, that's a save. Not quite. The Dancer can't save against it, and the blast hits her square in the chest for... Nice, so 16. She's still holding on, but she is in rough shape. She's staggering a little bit more and not doing so hot, but she's still got enough fight in her to do some damage. And that is her turn. This time, the guy in the far south, the very kind of mossy looking one, he is going to...
Hell be Donner.
Donner, he's going to reach out his hand toward Drago and mutter something, screech it out, like more tree-like. Does Drago save against it? He does not. He is frightened.
Fetter, your dad's a bitch.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
And
Sorry.
Donner is going to move towards Drago and try to hit him. So he does get a good hit in. So the lance pierces through Drago's upper chest. Fetter, you see the sharp point of the lance pierce through his back, and based off where you're sitting, the blade, like the point of the blade, is pretty close, and you hear a scream from your father. So, Comet, he's going to make for Tazlin using 30 feet. So can he get to the other side, like basically
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
30? Okay.
30. He can get to next to me this
Okay.
round.
And I am
Yeah, you
on the
wanna-
back of this horse, yeah?
Yeah. And then how far is he away from Tazlin?
He's
10
Does
feet.
Drago get an attack of opportunity?
He's 10 feet.
10 feet.
Drago would get an attack of opportunity.
He's protecting his boy.
I got a critical 20, critical hit.
He kills it.
He does tear a good chunk from the left part of the torso as the rider rides off. He just swears, "Fuck!" And Drago, Fetter, you sense a bit of desperation in that. Now, the rider himself, from Tazlin, he's 30, less than 30?
If he's going diagonally, it would be 15.
15? Okay. As he gets closer to you, you still feel the creeping...
The brain tingle,
The brain tingle. But now you need to make a...
the thought touchy.
Thought touchy.
Yeah, thought touchy.
You need to make a save, but
What spells it?
it's detect thoughts.
That's a will. I
Oh,
believe.
I've got that.
I've got a block of text, and I'm just having a trouble.
Isn't Will like a Pathfinder thing? So it'd be charisma.
Or sorry, it would be
Oh my
wisdom.
god, I'm so
It'd be a
smart because I
charisma
know
Yeah,
both
great job,
games
great job.
systems. Oh, yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah. Save against it.
Been
And it's-
playing a lot of Pathfinder.
He's and as he's doing this, he's still chanting those names to you.
Oh, ha! I thought that was a 5. That's a 15, so that's going to be 23.
Okay, yeah, you brush it off. The effect disappears.
Nice.
And that ends his.
And, like, mentally, I'm like, get the fuck out!
And the rest of the riders
Giant wall. Giant mental wall. Get the fuck out.
don't move, except for Vixen's gonna try. He starts
Prince is
chanting.
dead.
Vixen starts chanting at Yusuf, so you need to do a charisma save.
14.
You two are frightened, and he will move right up to Yusuf.
What?
He'll move south to Yusuf.
Okay.
That's half action, half movement.
And then, yeah, the rest don't do anything, leading us to Yusuf.
So I can't move closer to him, but can I attack him?
You can attack with disadvantage.
It's like blindly swiping at the thing that you're afraid of.
I get it.
Yeah, and
But I'm flanking with you on the other guy.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
so that does help.
That would at least make it a straight roll.
Then I'm going to take 2 regular attacks because he's flanking on this guy. No. 16 is the highest I hit.
No.
Okay.
The attack misses, glances off the shoulder armor.
Yeah. Do I have to flee from him?
No.
You just
You
can't
get closer.
you can't get closer to him.
Okay.
As long as you you could go around him, but as long as you are leaving away from him, you should be fine.
Okay. Well, disengaging is an action, so I'm not going to take the attacks of opportunity to try and move right now because he's actually moving through. Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. Then that leads us to Lesa.
Okay, so I am going to run this away and flank with my boy Yu. And as I do, I'm going to yell, "Run, baby!" and cast Searing Smite on my non-magical weapon and take a nice swingy swing.
Okie dokie.
So that Searing Smite's a bonus action, and then I'm taking a swing with my non-magic, but now it's magic, stab.
Canadian Lesa is a BAMF.
Yes. And then that's 25 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Oh, sick. So that.
I just see you going, how about this? How about this? How about that?
How about that? How about I attack that guy?
So that's 10 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to hit him again because I fucking can. And this time I'm going to use my obsidian staff because I fucking can. And it's magic.
It's magic.
Oh, that's a natural 20, you guys.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck it up.
As you're getting into these attacks at first, Vixen is all like, this isn't going to do anything. And as they're starting to hurt, he's like, oh shit, with his eyes.
Okay, so that is 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna spend a key point to take Step of the Wind and get away from this motherfucker.
Does that incur opportunity?
No, because Step of the Wind says you can spend 1 key point to take the disengage action, and I haven't finished all my movement, so I'm gonna disengage, and then I'm gonna fucking move.
Now he sees you, now he doesn't.
Tee-hee. And now I'm flanking with my girl, other tiefling, so this is where we at.
All right.
And I'm just gonna call that the end of my turn, because I'm still trying to figure out this rope situation, and I'm not done with Dancer yet.
All right. What are these maw demons even doing?
Guys, remember when those were like the scariest things in the campaign? And we're just like, get out of
It's
here.
gonna try to attack Taslim.
Jesus Christ, back in the
Oh,
day.
he's in the line, so give him advantage. I hate that I'm saying that out loud.
Nope.
They're already doing better. They couldn't be doing much worse.
I just
That was a
handed
5
out.
and a 4 sound.
I just handed out crystals to like everybody at the table who didn't have crystals, so their dice like bad energy goes away.
All of
bring
my
crystals to
D20s are
every
surrounding mine.
All right. And then the other maw demon, he's just gonna slop over to Drago and try and attack. Taslim.
It's like a camel.
He also gets advantage.
Hot damn. It's a natural 20 against Drago.
Wow, Dad. Great job, buddy.
Takes a bite out of his leg, and Drago also shrieks. What a great character. And that ends the maw demon's turn. Drago is going to take the disengage action and start running on a northwesterly route towards where Scoil's going. That disengage is going to be his bonus action. He's leaving this thing, that area. That area is not very healthy for him.
You can still double move.
Yeah, you know what? He's going to get as close as he can to the maw demon that's behind Taslim. And then it's Taslim.
You and I are flanking Dancer. I just want to point this out.
I'm also terrified of Dancer. I'm terrified of all of them,
fuck.
but I'm extra terrified of Dancer. I also am like getting caged in by these guys, and I already don't like them. So I'm gonna cast Darkness on my sword as the origin point.
Oh, good.
OT money.
If only there wasn't like a 1,000-foot drop 5 feet away from some of you.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to lift and scoot?
When
Lift
he
and
says
scoot.
lift and scoot, what we're doing is lifting and scooting our amazing minis
Under
To-
this fantastic effect.
from ArcKnight, our
ArcKnight.
sponsors.
If you're about to move, so we have to do all this again, because they're all sitting on it.
Well, now you can just slide it, right?
Yeah, but the people aren't going to move with the shadow. They have to stay where they are.
The darkness carries you.
And that's where the darkness carried me. You only see one set of footprints.
Oh no. So I was flanking these guys with her, with sexy tiefling lady, because I was like, since it's a rounded edge, I was like, I'm gonna be in a position where I can flank with both of them.
Probably just
So shoot-
Misty step
yeah.
onto the ship.
Because she has to be able to hold on to the rope taut and not like so she was
definitely the edge.
So Darkness, and that's it. I'm just fucking hiding.
God damn it, Taz.
I love it.
Sorry, y'all.
Honey, I've never loved you more.
I can
don't-
see.
Yeah.
I'm good.
that leaves us with Feder.
Which I don't know if that's good or bad that I can see, because I can still see them. That's gonna.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm still riding this horse. So, shank, motherfucker. With advantage, because I'm flanking with Yusuf, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
First one is a 19.
19 hits.
Yeah.
Boom.
So that is 19 points of damage. I'm going to do it again.
With the 19 with the onyx.
Yeah.
Damn.
Natural 20 on the offhand. Or the
Yeah.
second hit. Which
Okay.
is just
You are laying into this guy.
2d8.
Crystals, man, they make
2d4.
everything better.
So that's only 6 additional points of damage.
Okay.
And I'll look up and I'll be like, hey, not Melanthar, if this is a fucking rescue attempt, it's kinda not going great, yeah? Towards my father,
Right.
who I'm still just referring to as not Melanthar.
Oh, would you look at the time? And I'm all out of ale, which means I'm all out of story. I know. I've left you all hanging. What will happen to our heroes? Will these horrible hellfire riders succeed in their destructive quest? Find out next time as we dive deeper into these demon days.
Is everyone all mic'd up and ready to
I
go?
have 2 squishy peens.
Yes.
We could do peen and peen.
I don't hit it.
I love that you have 2.
Yeah. One stays in my
One
purse and
is
the other one
rarely
stays
ever
here.
enough. If we're all really honest.
Sometimes when I get really mad in the day, I just need to squish a peen.
Yeah.
And not in the fun way.
So the running penis flattening jokes in The Good Place are a regular. Like one guy out of context was just like, I just like the other day, like one of the demons was like, I tried squishing an eggplant, and it just wasn't the same.
This time we have Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, Rudolph for the Wild Hunt.
Yeah, we got all 9. We've got the 9. Oh God. Sam, I love you a ton, and I've never loved you more.
That makes Asmodeus
I
like
have to,
Santa.
like, periodically be like, Sam, who's this one? Because
You
I
can't
do not
spell
remember.
Satan without it.
That's true.
Yeah, there. That's good.
John, there's no roof on the tower.
No, there's no
And-
roof. It's all open.
And it's smooth, like the edge of the tower is smooth, like there's no battlements or walls.
There's no
It
railing.
just
yeah.
goes right to the edge,
It's
Infinity Pool
literally
style.
like Sauron's
Okay. Ooh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Sauron's Tower, where it's like
Okay.
flat except for the 4 pillars.
Super sick, bro.
Like a staff. His staff was his tower.
Taken the hobbits to Isengard.
Are we in Isengard?
No, there's no crossover.
Dude, if we had Christopher Lee, we would have already won the battle, is the thing.
Right.
Yeah, we would have. Guy was an ass kicker.
Make you rest in peace.
I know. We were watching it last night, and I was like, God damn it, Christopher Lee. So sad you're gone. Going out the window, you guys.
What would Jesus' class be? Like a cleric?
I think he's a bard.
You think?
Yeah, but like a lore master bard.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotcha. What if he's actually like a druid?
The water walking.
Yeah, like
I always feel like it could be like Tensor's floating disc under him.
making
you know?
loaves and fish and like spending time in the desert and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Well,
All right.